Morning, everyone. It's Grow Joe here to give you more lessons on how to grow yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially, and productivity wise, and everything. Um, I'm really big into productivity, trying to figure out how I could save the most amount of time because life is short. And I'm trying to figure out, okay, how can I do more dope stuff in my life? And one of the ways I do that is I do something called task stacking. So task stacking is when you pair two tasks and you do them on top of each other. So one of the things I really like to do when I go to the gym is I like to read a book while I'm on a stationary bike. Can't really do it on the treadmill or elliptical because you go up and down and everything. But what I try to do is I read for 20 minutes while I ride the elliptical, and then I go work out, and then I listen to a podcast. So the key thing is you're trying to pair something that's going to give you growth with something that you already have to do on a regular basis. So a good example is like, hey, you have to fold your clothes and do laundry or do music or like clean the house or whatever. Instead of listening to music, what you could do is you listen to a podcast, and then so you're learning while you're working. And same thing with working out at the gym. When you read a book while you while you're on the elliptical for 20 minutes, if you read twenty minutes a day and you do that 6 days a week, you're gonna finish 2 to 3 books a month. And if you finish 24 books in a year, that's much better than finishing 0 books for the year. And so this is a way to fill those things in. Like you could do it like with stretching and everything. But the thing with task stacking is you pair something that's deep thinking, so it's something that requires a lot of thought process and contemplating with something that really doesn't. So when it comes to like working, I really find that if I play a song on repeat for that hour while I'm writing, I'm able to write a lot better. I don't know, something about keeping my mind distracted on the music, but also keeping my my thoughts on the keyboard and writing and everything. So that seems to be a really good trick to help me with my procrastination. I just put on a song that on repeat and just listen to it over and over again, and it works pretty well. Like I'm in my MBA program right now, and anytime I have to write a paper, I just like, okay, here's a song I'm gonna find on repeat, and then I just start writing, start doing my research, and do whatever I need to do. Just get to work. So I don't know where I heard that tip, but I heard it that if you listen to a song on repeat, oh, I heard it from Tim Ferriss. Tim Ferriss, uh, when he was writing his books, he would just put the same movies on loop over and over again, just so I don't know, keeps his part of his mind distracted. That one likes to wander in his creative mind, who was able to focus on the writing. Uh, so with another good way when you're commuting is when you're going to the office and everything, just start listen to a podcast. I say, like I heard this rule of thumb: listen to podcasts 4 days while you're commuting. On the fifth day, Friday, that's when you can listen to music and everything. So you're just trying to gain thoughts. And then I would also recommend, this is something I do in my journal, is like write an idea or what I learned from reading. And so like it sticks. And so I don't know, like the key thing with task stacking is what we're trying to do is we're trying to fit in more stuff in our day. But like you can stack stuff on top of each other. So if you're going to work out and read at the same time, instead of doing that two separate activities, 20 minutes, 20 minutes, now they're on top of each other, and now you can get more done. And so we really got to look at our schedule and look like, hey, what is the most valuable task that we could be doing? Like it's really easy. I go on my phone, and instead of sometimes I scroll, sometimes I don't. It depends on the day, but I try to always have a book on my phone that I could open up while I'm waiting at the dentist's office or waiting somewhere else, or have a podcast that I could listen to, so that I can gain great ideas and everything. But yeah, just look at your day and just see like, okay, where am I just doing something? Um, but it doesn't require a lot of brain power, like folding clothes, doing laundry and everything, while you're walking. Those are good ways to add tasks to your day. A good way to help with meetings is go for a walking meeting. So just grab your headphones, go for a walk while you have your meeting so you can get your exercise and you're able to think and ponder more. And yeah, I don't know, there's something about having to do two things at once. It can really give you a lot of focus. And yeah, that's just what this is about, is getting the focus so you accomplish the things that we really need to accomplish. And not that hard and everything. It just requires a lot of persistence. But yeah, that's how task stacking works. That's how I look at my life. Okay, what can I do? The next step to do is see how you can delegate that stuff to someone else, whatever task that is that you're trying to do. That so you can focus on those bigger tasks that you're focusing on. There's this really good story about Bill Gates, how if Bill Gates was to drop $100 bill on the ground, he would actually lose money trying to pick that $100 bill up. Then quit working on the things that he's working on. And that's what we like to have more control of our lives. You focus on the problems that cost $150 that are worth $150 an hour, $300 an hour, and then you delegate everything else. And then hopefully from there, you don't spend the full 150. You're able to save a third of that or whatever the amount. So it's you have a nice margin to live off of. And yeah, the key thing is, yeah, you want to try to move up the value ladder in terms of what problems that you're solving. And once you do that, or another way is to figure out how to solve a lot of $10 problems, but all at once. Like if you can solve 1,000 $10 problems for 1,000 people in an hour, hey, you made 10,000 hours. So that's another way to look at stuff as well. So like the key thing is like, how can I leverage my time for more? That's just what task stacking is really all about. So hope you enjoyed today's lesson. I'll be here tomorrow to talk about something personal finance related, and leave a comment if you have any questions or any other personal development thoughts or anything. If you have an example of task stacking that I didn't cover, please share that as well. And all I have to say is if you go with Joe, you can grow with Joe, because Joe knows Joe. All right, take care.